Tonight on Studio One, a thriller at the theatre with Death Trap.
Chef Ibrahim makes his first appearance of a brand new season.
And I've got some great makeup tips for your skin.
Yes, that's right. It's Studio One.
Live from Dubai. Welcome to Studio One. Tonight we meet two Dubai-based actors who are turning their local theatre into a death trap next week. And there's a little advice to help the ladies achieve flawless skin. You see the connection there?
I think it'll all become plainly obvious in the next 28 and a half minutes. It's a non-stop whirlwind of, I don't know, television excellence. Not our words, of course. Coming to think of it, absolutely nobody's words, in fact. But if you'd like to have your say, just take a look at the bottom of your screen right now, how you can broadcast your personal and honest views throughout the show.
But before we go any further, let's get into today's Studio One news and views. Ready for this one, Tom?
I'm braced and ready.
Yeah?
I'm in the brace position, yes.
All right, okay. Now, most of you would have read this story on Emirates 24/7. It's about this little kitten who was saved from a burning house in West Virginia. No, it's not the Catman from Abu Dhabi. And guess who he was saved by?
Garfield.
Not Animal Rescue, not PETA, or any of those things. By Superman and Captain America. How cool is that?
Good art,
yeah, but you know, it's not really them, obviously. These are two guys who go by the name of John and Troy, who were performing at this kids' party because that's what they do for a profession. And they saw a house that was burning. They went straight in and rescued the little guy. How cute is that?
It's very, very heartwarming.
Which reminds me, have you ever rescued anyone or been rescued, Tom?
No.
No?
Off the top of my head, no. It's something I need to do. It's on the bucket list. I need to get around to it.
Well, neither have I. But I believe one of our Facebook viewers has a story to share with us.
Yeah, it's interesting, especially on such a poignant date as today. A lot of thoughts coming through about heroes out there. It'd be good to get your thoughts throughout the show. But this is Moak Khan. Moak, thank you very much for your thoughts. I rescued a boy at Mamzar Beach back in 2008. He goes on, it was dark, there was no lifeguard on duty. We were playing sand volleyball on the beach when we noticed the guy shouting and in distress. There was high tide and he was not able to come back to the shore. So they swam out, taught him instant floating. I'd love to know what that is.
Instant floating?
That could help us all, really, couldn't it?
Wow. Well, as long as the boy is safe.
Yeah, well, they brought him back, and it's a happy. They lived happily ever after.
Oh, beautiful story. Good job, Moak Khan. Thank you so much for writing to us. Remember to tweet and write to us on our Facebook fan page, #Studio One Live at Dubai One TV, and of course, you know our Facebook fan page. Now, from superhero to the cats, to the superhero in the kitchen, Chef Ibrahim Masleh from Western Minasiai. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome to season 4. It's great to have you back on.
Thank you very much.
Good summer?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, went back home, went to see the family.
All right, that's very good to know. We'll get to that in just a bit. Very quickly, what is your summer travel-inspired dish?
So I've got beef Wellington. So Mama Musley's beef Wellington.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so is the beef ready? How are we starting?
Yep, I'll start it off. So a little bit of oil.
Okay, just tell us about it. What are you going to do first?
We're going to put a bit of salt on here.
Okay, what beef are you using for this particular one?
So it's just fillet of beef, tenderloin.
Is this fairly simple and easy and quick to prepare at home?
Reasonably, yeah, not too bad. So
all right.
basically, I've got some pancakes here. So I'm going to put them together. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Okay.
Chef, we're going to join you in the kitchen in just a bit. But before that, lots of prizes to be won this week in our big competition. Here's what you need to do.
Studio One gives you the chance to win amazing prizes. This week, you could win an energizing ritual from Maven Spa, beauty products from OPI and Un Natural, nail goodies from Sally Hansen, and our star prize, an ultimate adventure package for 4 at Wadi Adventure in Al Ain. But to win, you've got to play. For your chance to join us playing live on the show, simply email your name and mobile number to studio1@dmi.ae. Good luck.
Remember to watch out for the guessing game. Lots of prizes to be won. Tomorrow we declare our big winner.
You're guessing tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm guessing tonight. It's my turn. You did pretty good yesterday.
I haven't been bragging
Yeah,
about
I
it
was
on
being
Twitter
modest.
all
You
day,
weren't all that
no,
good,
I wasn't. Got that to look forward to. Now, if you're a thespian, enjoy an evening down at the theatre. It's time to grab hold of the hottest tickets in town whilst you still have time.
Daktak at Mall of the Emirates is hosting a full-length production of the Ira Levin comedy thriller Death Trap. And here to tell us all about it is director Gautam Gyonka and leading man comedian Brent Jenkins. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I hope I managed to get your last name right.
Goenka.
Goenka. All right. Now, Death Trap, I mean, an absolute classic, holds the record for the longest running comedy thriller in Broadway, won numerous awards, was adapted into a movie in the early 80s. I mean, this is a huge piece to take up on. How difficult is it to put together a play that has been revived so many times over the year, Gautam?
Well, it was quite difficult, but we were up to the task. It took us a good 6 months to work on this, and I'm glad to say the cast has really been burning the midnight oil, and we're ready for next week.
Brent, why the play? What attracted you to this one? I mean, you sit down with the team, with the director, with everyone at backstage and go through all the possibles. What was it that about the plot, about the piece itself that attracted you and the rest of the team to Death Trap?
Well, it's a classic. I mean, really, it's very well done. The whole play within a play concept is very neat and very unique to it, but it did win many awards, and I don't think it's been done here, at least not for a very long while. I'm not sure. So it's just a really cool play that I'm glad to be able to be a part of. Really.
Well, it is an amazing play, and it's a good combination of all the components that a comedy thriller should typically have, right? From murder to deceit to a lot of twists and turns. I mean, I've read the piece, and it's quite a toughie. How difficult were the rehearsals?
Well, they weren't too bad. They were a lot more fun than anything, but you do have to kind of stay on top of where you are and then where you're going, and then try to keep. It's kind of like Inception that way. You know, what happens in what order and everything like that, and make that happen. But they're just fun to do. It's just fun to play to rehearse.
Gautam, taking a well-established piece such as this from one of the great suspense writers of all time, a great favourite of Stephen King's as well, how do you put your own personal touch to a piece like that and bring it to a region like Dubai?
Well, you know, you have to think of the audience, and you have to think of whether this is suitable for the audience. And one of the things that we do is we didn't go back and watch the movie, never encourage the actors to go watch the movie and imitate the actors. We really want to bring our own flavor to it. So when I sit down with the play, I do about 2 months of research on it. We sit down, we think about how the scenes are going to go before the actors actually come in. And there's a lot of freedom to actually explore the characters, to explore the plot. And that's what I think will bring the Dubai flavor in.
Brent hasn't been doing any Michael Caine impressions, right?
No, thank God, no.
I'll say it
Don't
just
even
for
say
Dawn.
that. I can't get that in my mind.
Now, tell us a little bit about the casting process, because I mean, this play doesn't have too many characters, but then again, it's quite an intense one. So, what was the casting process like?
Well, being the largest community theatre group out here in Dubai, we get people from all different parts of the world. And when we actually called for the auditions, we had over 70 actors actually come up for 5 roles. And one of the things we were very keen on doing was really finding the right people for the right role that represented the community of Dubai. And I mean, Brent and I have worked together before. When he came in for the auditions, went through it, you know, it was we were absolutely certain that he was the right guy for the role. And each of the other actors, they naturally fell into place. It wasn't easy, because at the end of the auditions, we had a lot of back and forth about who should we take, and people missed out for like really small things. But overall,
I quite like the idea of him being the man for the role as well. Method acting, Brent, because I understand that the facial hair isn't a regular. Is that part of the character, is it?
It is part of the character. See, what I'm trying to do is not think about Michael Caine and definitely try to recreate Sidney Brule in my own way. And Michael Caine didn't have facial hair, so I grew facial hair, and I'm trying to reinvent it. So if you're used to seeing it, you should have your own version of that when you come and see this production.
Yeah.
And also because you're a comedian, did that help in this? Because, I mean, this is a comedy thriller. So did that help with your role as Sydney?
There is some timing things that definitely stand-up comedy and this will share. Although my role, my character is not exactly funny, there are very good suspense things and some very tense moments that really works out that way.
I think with Brent, the character was not really more about being out and out funny. The comedy really comes from the dialogues and the moments that they're delivered in, whereas the characters that are really involved for them, the scene is not really funny and what's happening around them is not really funny. So I think the audience is really going to love this one.
Oh yeah, it's a strong cast.
Final rehearsals coming to a conclusion now. Things have gone well so far?
Oh,
well
absolutely.
so far.
We're looking for next Thursday, I understand things get underway.
Next
Is that right?
Thursday,
Yeah?
they start off and we're all up for the next weekend. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the evening shows at 7:30 and the afternoon shows at 2:30.
So if you want a bit of murder, bit of deceit, bit of suspense, a couple of twists and turns next
Yes.
weekend.
All just for 100
Come down to
dirhams.
Duck Tack.
All just for 100
That's right.
dirhams. So head down to Duck Tack if you'd like to check out the play. And for more information on this, do log on to our Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Studio One Live.
Thanks, guys. We will take a short break now. After that, Ash here gives us some makeup tips.
Right after this. Welcome back to Studio One. Now, if you've always wondered, which I'm sure you have,
Daily.
what foundation to use, but never knew which tone matched your complexion, I've got the perfect makeup tips for you.
Ebs, think about the kettle on, mate. Roll VT.
Selecting the right shade of foundation can give your skin that radiance, while the wrong color can leave you looking ashy and washed out. But with the different color classifications, how many of us really know which color palette we belong to? Let's get to the bottom of this. Leila, how can we determine what skin color category we belong to?
We have two kinds of skin tone. Some of the people has more beige skin tone going to yellow, but we never to the client that you have a yellow skin tone. It's kind of beige skin tone. Mostly the Middle East people and Asian people, Arabic people, they have mostly beige skin tone. Some European people, they have a pink skin tone. So the best way to know how's your skin color is to try on your face.
What are some of the common mistakes women make while selecting foundation?
This is the most problem that the people they have when they want to buy the foundation. Because some of the people, they want to look lighter than her skin tone. This is wrong. The foundation should be cover your face. The foundation is for coverage. The foundation is not for change the color. Some people start to try the foundation here or this area. That is totally wrong, because this area is always has the different color than your face. So the best area to try the right color is can be here a little bit. To choose the right foundation for your skin color, when you go to the store, always pick up 3 colors that it's near to your skin tone. I already pick up 3 colors near to her skin color. So I have to try 3 of them on her skin and I have to see which one is exactly same to her skin tone. First, this is the second color. And I'm gonna put the third color. Actually, this area is the best area to try the foundation because you can see the real color. When you put the 3 colors in this area, you have to wait for 2 to 3 minutes that the skin absorb the foundation. After that time, you can see exactly which color is near to her skin tone, and that is your right color for the foundation. So, I prefer to choose the first color that is near to her skin tone. It's not lighter and it's not darker than her skin shade. So, we will choose the first one for my client.
Choosing the right base can give your skin that radiance, make your eyes appear brighter, and really bring out your hair color. Time to pop to your nearest makeup store and pick out your color.
What's your color, Tom?
Good
What's
cup
your
of tea.
color?
Thanks for that. Very good indeed.
What's your color?
I'm still searching, Ash.
You're a pink. She said European
Help
skin
me.
tone is pink.
Help me. I'm still searching
All
for
right,
the
so,
answer.
so you're a pink and I'm a sand beige. That's what I understood after this VT.
I will remember that.
Good.
Pink, sand, beige. We'll take that one forward. Thank you. We're off for a short break now and we'll discuss foundation in the break. But when we return, Ibs will find out what his foundation is. Cooking in the kitchen. And our last competitor has a go at the guessing game. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see what happens after this. Welcome back to Studio One. We're in the kitchen with Ibrahim from the Western. Good to have you with us. Well,
Thank you.
how's it all going up at Hunters?
Very well. Busy. Yeah. Busy as usual.
Been foraging and hunting over the summer.
Always. Yeah.
So this is something you found this summer. This is a secret family recipe. Yeah?
Beef Wellington. Yeah. Well, I say it's a secret family recipe, but not really.
Well, I think you've taken it from home, brought it over here. Beef Wellington.
Okay. So
Notoriously difficult to do, though.
yeah, very difficult.
Why?
It's just the cooking method. If you get the timings wrong and the heat wrong, it's no good.
Okay, start with the meat. What have you done there?
So I've roasted the meat. I've put salt and pepper on there. Okay. I've got 4 pancakes at the bottom here. I've put a little bit of mushroom duxelle on top of that.
And a mushroom duxelle
So mushroom duxelle is just basically chopped mushrooms.
Yeah.
It's cream, butter, and that's everything.
Okay.
A bit of Madeira in there as well if you want. I put a bit of spinach on top of that.
And this is just a basic pancake mix.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
basic pancake mix, yeah.
But that's going to sort of hold the whole thing together, is
Exactly,
it? Because a
it'll
lot of
hold
people
everything.
will just do the duxelle, then put a bit of cling film around. But I suppose
No,
this
no,
is
that
like your...
you can use stuff like crepinette and
Sorry,
things
mate,
like that.
I'm making a mess, chef.
I'm using pancakes. It's a bit easier. Okay, so you just roll it over
Yeah,
with the cling film. Making a mess myself now.
quite right. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get those out of the way for you.
So roll it with the cling film.
So wrap that, and this can be done in advance, can it, or not?
Yeah, so you basically need to let this sit for an hour
Okay.
in the fridge, just like that. So I'll pop it in the fridge.
So you're just looking for that part. You don't need to be too sort of bothered about what it looks. You're looking for that part.
No, yeah. As long as
Okay.
it's nice and tight and nothing's going to come out once you've cooked it,
Next.
it's fine. Yeah. So I've got a bit of egg wash.
Yep.
On the top of this.
And what kind of pastry would
So
you
it's
use?
puff pastry here.
Puff pastry. Okay.
A little bit of egg wash. It's all a bit rushed. Normally takes a bit of time to make.
So that's the parcel
Wellington.
that's been in the fridge for at least an hour, yeah?
Yeah, at least an hour. Yeah.
Okay.
Let it sit. Let it rest.
Okay.
Okay.
As you
So
say,
then
time consuming. We're doing it in 3 minutes.
We're gonna
Result.
seal it off at the end. Just very quickly press it down. Press this end down here. Tidy it up.
And
1,
are you one for sort of
2,
making fancy patterns
3.
with your pastry and things like that?
I have actually done it on this one here. That's already in the oven, but nothing too fancy.
Have you created a little cow to put on top or something?
just
Have you?
a little leaf. So basically, what you do is you egg wash. I normally use a brush, but I haven't got a brush at the moment.
Okay.
So a little bit of egg on top.
Yeah.
Using a brush normally, and then you just let it sit in the fridge until
Right.
it dries out, and then the next one again, and then 3 times.
Okay.
Keep doing that, and it'll get a really crispy, nice shine on top of it. Okay, so when it's at that stage there,
So you've got 3 washes.
3 washes. Yeah, 3
So
washes.
you spoil the Wellington.
So slice it up, clean the paper.
So keeping it on that greaseproof paper.
Yeah, always keep it on the greaseproof. Get rid of the paper.
And is that partly going to stop the whole sticking on the pan and things like that? 'Cause
Yeah,
I suppose
definitely.
they always say that with pies, it's one of the problems is the pastry at the bottom, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. So this is the important part, is the temperature of the oven. So it's 190 degrees.
Yep.
At home, you might want to do 200 to 210
Okay.
for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, all you need.
Yeah.
Because you've got the cooked meat in there.
Yeah, it's already roasted up. It's pretty
You're
much ready,
basically
yeah.
just keeping an eye on that pastry. Is that what you're after?
Exactly, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay,
So
I'll
about
get
20
the,
minutes in there.
Get the pastry.
Do you want to
and
say
voila.
it, or shall I? Here's one I made earlier.
Okay. So,
See that?
beef Wellington.
Looks absolutely divine,
And,
doesn't it?
You'll find out what it's like in the middle.
And do you need to let it rest or not?
Fingers crossed, yeah. You can let it rest if you want, depending on how rare you want it or how medium.
Okay.
Let's find out what it's like now.
Is this the moment of truth?
It's absolutely perfect.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, hello. Just have a look at that. Now, do you mind if we dive in? Is that all right?
Yeah, get in there, definitely.
Okay. Are you going to have a little piece as well?
I will
or is
do.
it just
I've
down
got
to
to go
me?
home and cook this for my sister now.
I mean, that looks, that's the way it should be served as well, isn't it? Just like that.
Yeah,
Put
no,
that on your-
definitely.
there you go, love, have that. You know, there's your dinner tonight, love.
That was a little bit rushed, but hopefully
Right,
everyone
let's
got
have a
it.
look.
Otherwise, the recipe's online. So
Now, what about the sort of debate that runs over the history?
let me do a little slice for you.
Oh, yeah, there I am, just ruining an entire half of it over here.
Do a little slice.
Because I read that a lot of it was, a lot of people expect it to be something to do with the Duke of Wellington.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not really too sure about the history, to be honest with you. There's so many stories that you hear in the kitchen.
Oh.
How's that?
Who needs history when you've got that? That is absolutely divine. It's got the meat's perfect, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because I suppose you've got that encasement, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. A lot of people do it in the water bath and whatnot, but I think you just spoil that natural kind of cooking. Whereas
One
from the
theory
oven-
is that the piece of meat looks like a Wellington boot.
Yeah.
I've never really got that one, have you?
No, definitely not.
Looks
no.
nothing like it. What are these people thinking? Man. Thank you very much indeed
Thank
to you. Right, I need you now. I need you to be the goose to my maverick to the jester over there, because in mission control for the guessing game this evening, up there on point is Ash. So, are we ready? It's time for the guessing game.
Right, it's time to play the big guessing game where tonight's caller has to help me guess what's appearing on the screen behind me by describing what they see in just 60 seconds. Okay, who do we have on line one? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hi, Tom. Hi, Ash. How are you doing?
Okay, I'm doing well. Tom's busy in the kitchen enjoying his beef Wellington. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Shanil here. I'm calling from Dubai. I live in Tecom.
Tecom, all right. Did you say it's Chanel?
Sorry?
Chanel or Chanel?
It's Shanil.
Oh, all right. I like your name. Chanel, are you ready to play the guessing game with me?
Yep.
Right, I'm flying solo. Tom managed to get 5 images right yesterday, so you have to help me help you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, before we get started, let's start the guessing game. Before that, I would like to request the floor manager to switch off all the monitors on the studio over here so that we can make sure there's no cheating going on. And Chanel, if you're ready, I am. Your 60 seconds starts now.
It's an aquatic animal in water. It has gills.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
It is an aquatic animal
Okay.
in water.
Fish?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a famous landmark hotel in Dubai.
Burj Khalifa?
No, it's a hotel. It's shaped like a sail.
Burj Al Arab.
Yes.
All right.
He's a famous African-American comedian, actor, stand-up comedian.
Chris Rock? Eddie
Yes.
Murphy? All right, okay.
Material Girl.
Sorry?
Material Girl. Evita actress.
Madonna?
Yes.
All right.
Pista, almond, cashew. These are all.
Nuts.
Yes.
Okay.
You put this in a clock. You put this in camera. You recharge it.
Lens?
No, you put this inside the camera. You put this inside the clock. It runs on it.
Like a battery.
Yep.
All right.
Yes. Animal with a long neck.
All right, your time's up. Woo, you played well. How many did we get right?
Congratulations. 6.
Thank you.
You got straight to the top of the leaderboard thanks to Ash and her wonderful, wonderful guessing. Well done to you. Well done to Ash. Well done to Chanel. So right to the top of the leaderboard. And we'll be competing for the grand prize tomorrow. And it's all down to you, obviously.
Yes, thank you so much for playing with me, Chanel. Thanks to Chef Ibrahim, our guests, and most importantly, to you for getting interactive with us tonight.
Back tomorrow with fashion advice from none other than, yes, he's back, Derek Khan. And one of this week's players, well, in fact, Chanel could be playing to win our big prize stash.
Good night.